Yeah, they wear
the boo. Hey, welcome back, Agents of Calamity. I am Flash Attack Jack, Crypto Creep.
And I'm Eda LHIGGA El Higa from the middle of the Pacific.
Yep. And I'm over here, the American Johnny Chaos, at your service.
Today, dude.
At your service.
Welcome back, Johnny. Welcome back, dude.
El Bandito.
So who the hell are these fucking? What'd you say? A bunch of bamboozle.
Oh, the Boogaloo. The Boogaloo. They're Frank's people.
What do they do?
They're the militia, but they wear the like fatigues and like the tack gear, but with Hawaiian shirts.
You've never seen them, Kyle?
Pretty sick.
Here's an idea. Take that plastic thing out from behind you, Frank. You can join the conversation and stop worrying about it.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, dude. You know you can just watch the podcast when it's released?
Is this how your people do things?
Yeah, there you go. Check that out, dude.
Look at that.
You know, you can bend that thing to face any way you want. There's actually a knob on it that you can bend it forward and back.
Dude, he's pissed.
Good.
You know that? You had to go through all that extraterrestrial mind work right there. And it's literally a ring that you could... Yeah, Frank. There you go, bud. And you wonder why we lost him for...
Because
he's still trying to figure it out, dude.
It's because he's nuts.
So, do you guys...
Are you done doing this over here? Because these mics are picking up every little sound you're making that I edit. That's great. You done? Thank you, Frank. You good?
Do you guys think the pole shifted?
The pole shifted? Is that where
we're going?
Why is there 10 inches of fucking snow in Florida and they're getting a fucking polar vortex like this week and...
I like you and I want you. And we can go about this the easy way or we can go about this the hard way.
Okay, fucking immigrants and Mexicans, we'll talk
about
all those motherfuckers
that.
And the damn JEWSs that rule the world.
You're talking climate. Is that what you're talking?
No, I'm just confused as fuck why Florida got like 10 inches of snow.
That was kind of weird. I don't know.
And why the down south is having a polar vortex when the polar vortexes happen the flyover states in the northeast. Why is it all the way down there now? And why are we getting warmer weather and they're getting fucking snow and shit? They got more snow than we have.
Do you think we're getting warmer weather up here? I think it's pretty...
Dude, the past few days. And it was like 80 degrees in Texas just the other day. And it stayed over. It's like 30 degrees.
Very short, sprinted extremes of weather.
I think it's weather wars. I don't think it's fucking
really cold a couple days. Really warm.
So you think it's actually caused by people?
I think it's weather wars, dude.
What about you there, Johnny?
I think it's caused by people.
Now, are you leaning more towards climate change or more towards Franklin's sign as deliberate alteration?
Oh, it's definitely deliberate alteration from the Big Brother.
Which Big Brother? The slant-eyed Big Brother or the Middle Eastern Big Brother?
All of them.
The Netanyahu Big Brother.
Netanyahu, what's that? That's the Israel...
Is that the Israeli guy?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah, he is.
He's a JEWS.
Yeah, but why would he have access to that kind of technology? Because they don't got shit unless we give it to them. And I highly doubt we're just going to be like, hey, here's our weather control shit.
Well, we might. We gave away all of our weapons and Humvees in the Middle East.
They might have did that in the past 4 years.
Yeah, that's because by the time we haul that shit back, we'll have shit way better.
I would have bought it.
Go over there, you can buy it. That's probably why they got it.
They sell it over there. I was thinking about moving out there just so I can drive a Humvee for cheap.
Well, after fucking after Desert Storm or whatever, they had
left all that stuff.
Yeah, they left everything because it's just not as cost effective to send it back. Just leave it there.
I don't think they wanted to send it back. I think they wanted the people to scavenge it and like get it. I think it was really put there by the CIA.
Yeah, it could be a CIA.
That would be the plus side of having a war zone as your backyard.
I don't know. Our backyard's starting to look like a war zone.
I was going to say,
like, look at Philly with that plane crash. Yeah. That looked like a freaking rocket.
How many other, like, I have European friends, dude, and they've never been to America, and I'll be like, hey, when are you coming to visit or something? And they'll be like, never. I'm like, why? And they'll be like, I don't want to get shot when I walk out my door. And I'm like, it's not like that. You're not getting shot at every day.
So who's painting that picture?
Exactly. Who's painting that fucking picture?
That's a good one right there. I think the same
media.
people that are painting the weather.
Painting the weather. Because I know we cloud seed. We definitely
We've cloud seeded since the early 1900s.
Yeah. And you know what else is kind of weird? Have you guys seen that shit about the fog?
Or the glitter?
The glitter.
That's like the little aluminum particles.
Yeah, that's the aluminum phosphate, I think.
Yeah, from seeding and shit, but it's getting lower and dropping lower, so
Yeah,
like,
but-
what the fuck's happening?
No, but did you know there's only 2 companies in the whole country that make glitter?
Oh yeah, I've heard of the glitter. I heard of the glitter conspiracy. If that's what you're saying.
Well, yeah, but that goes to the government for weather technology, they say.
Yeah, a big portion of it is directly going.
Or governments, should I say. But the ones
we're
here.
5 years off from Agenda 2030, so might as well just be one government.
Now,
What do you think that's why we put Trump in?
do you think the 2030s like another Y2K? Because we all lived through the Y2K,
that was
right?
like a technology thing.
Yeah, it was a technology scare.
This is a geopolitical fucking
But
thing.
you can't use the same thing over and over again in a short
But
span.
there's not going to
can
be
you?
a crash with 2030. That's supposed to be one unified, one world order.
I think this vote was a test. I think this was a test to see how many racist, bigoted people are still up in America. And it turned out to be a fucking
lot.
shitload.
Glad none of us in this room.
I don't think I can be racist because I hate a lot of people.
I am agreeing with that right there.
And I
I
don't-
kind of hate them all.
Yeah, and it's not like I look at their skin to decide it. It's the shit that comes out of their mouth that'll usually make me not like it.
I just have a pretty dark humor to get through life, so if that makes me a racist.
But you
then-
said humor, so you're not gonna actually like throw a brick at a black kid or whatever and be like, go back to,
Ethiopia?
yeah, or
Or throw-
Georgia, wherever you want to decide, you know what I mean? Humor.
Right,
Humor.
exactly. I don't know. I've been hearing a lot more lately.
But a lot of
You're
these-
racist. I'm
Yeah.
like,
A lot of these guys they bang like the conservative drums that are rooted in religious like reform, like a lot of religious shit and conservative ideals. Women shouldn't work, blah blah blah, things like that. They
Right.
want to reverse it back to like 1950s.
so you
or
think we're
40s.
really going back to Handmaid's Tale kind of world?
I think they're trying really hard, and I think a lot of people
What
don't.
was his wife? Wasn't like Vance's wife dressed like she was in the fucking Handmaid's Tale with all the green getup and everything?
Maybe I try not to watch that.
No, literally, they're showing side by side. It was like, yep, Handmaid's Tale, like exactly, pretty much the same fucking outfit, like to the T.
That's kind of spooky.
Especially with how much religion's gonna take over again.
Isn't he a hardcore religious nutter? Or?
Yeah, he is, but he has a cool backstory though. He essentially came from nothing.
No, is that true? You know how many people I hear?
Yeah,
I came from nothing,
I-
except my granddaddy gave me $100 million.
We're not talking about Trump here.
Oh, that's not what I was talking about. I was just using an example.
Elon?
A bunch of them fit that category.
Yeah.
I earned all my money, like straight out of college after I went.
I invested my inheritance.
Yeah, your inheritance? What the fuck does that word mean?
Yeah, exactly. Well, how do you think the next 6 months are gonna go? Not talking the next 4 years.
Oh, incredibly bad, I think.
I feel like it's really fucking weird right now. It's fucking clown world. You have
Well, it's like a reset.
Dr. Phil fucking with ICE agents.
Did you see that?
Yeah, like arrest.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
Like we thought the past 4 years was a clown world, and the way this has started, it's like, what the fuck is going on?
I'd seen one thing of that, and like they had like these 2 immigrants, and the one immigrant's like, "You're Dr. Phil," and and Dr. Phil's like, "How do you know me?" And I about lost my shit. Like, Dr. Phil, how does anyone fucking know you, dog? You do one thing. You're Dr. fucking Phil.
Was it to throw the odd spaceship in it? Was it really Dr. Phil? Though?
It was Dr. Phil.
It was Dr.
It
Phil.
wasn't Adam Ray. He does a
But
good
was
one.
it the real Dr. Phil?
Oh, is he cloned? Dun dun. You
You
think
know.
is that the real Kanye?
That's the real Kanye
Or
theory.
is that the real
Yeah.
Eminem?
Is that the real Eminem?
Is that the real Taylor Swift? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, you know, just to show up in a random ice raid sounds kind of odd for
I think
Dr.
he's just
Phil.
trying to get his ratings back.
Yeah, I think
Or
he's been,
maybe, yeah, that's a good one
he's
right
so
there.
far
I
gone
like that.
and disrelevant. He's like, I gotta do something.
Something to get exposure again.
Speaking of these people, I don't know if you shared the video or someone did, but it was Elon and Trump dancing into the YMCA at the inaugural party. And if you just watch their
Wasn't me,
face
but I would love
and
to
their
have.
movements, they look like they're fucking related. Like, just like the facial structure of the eyes. But the weirdo in me is like, what if these two are fucking aliens? Like the one Doctor Who episode where they go in and take over the bodies and they're like these
What if they're all fucking aliens?
They probably are. But like, really, Elon, like, my takeaway was Elon and Trump look oddly similar.
My grip here with a lot of this shit is a lot of these men are billionaires, millionaires, or upcoming trillionaires.
True.
And people people think that they relate to you.
No, we have more in common with the homeless guy under the bridge right now.
They don't give two fuck.
Right.
I heard Trump, and I'm not trying to make this spoil. I heard Trump on his speech be like, talking about groceries. He's like, the word groceries, such a great word, groceries. I'd never used it before. Yeah, what kind of fucking 70-year-old man has never used the word groceries before? Do you think he's ever had to go out and get groceries ever in his entire life?
He left a memo or he sent a text or his maid got food.
Or it was just there.
Food.
Or it's just
always there.
Yep.
Always.
What do you like? And it's just there for you.
Yeah.
See, the train even knows that's the truth.
Train is true, dude. So how do you expect to relate to a man that's never had to bust his knuckles to make $7.50 an hour?
Everybody's relating to him through God and nationalism right now.
Trump don't go to church though.
I know, but he puts off that, and everyone, like, you know, a lot of the following. You know what I mean? So that's how they're relating. They're not relating to the groceries.
Well, I think they're taking things he says and relating. Yeah, just snippets.
I'm not gonna
and creating
lie, like,
realms of relation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, every politician tells you what you want to hear. But what he said at the inauguration thing was like, God damn, hella Judy. Like, that's what everyone needs to hear. And he played it well. You know what I mean?
Could you elaborate on that?
I don't know. Just a lot of this shit. I'm like, yeah.
I didn't hear a single damn thing that he said that I was like, yeah, go, right? Nothing he said made me amped up.
Really? You didn't want to drill, drill?
No, because we already drilled more in this fucking last 4 years than we have throughout history.
No, I'm talking about drilling in the Pennsylvania. Drill, baby, drill.
Yeah, but why?
Get our reserves back up. I don't want to be dependent on, like, fucking Saudi Arabia.
But we're not.
I know we're not. I know.
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
We're the leading seller of fucking fuels next to Saudi Arabia.
What do you think about the fucking tariffs then? What's going to go on with the fucking...
We pay for them.
I know, but all the Mexican, like, all the produce, that shit's going to skyrocket. What about all the lumber and shit from, like, Canada?
Canada? They just put a 25% tariff on Canada. That's all going to go up too.
Yep.
Like, everything's going to go up.
Exactly. So what is? I don't understand.
But is something going to go down?
That's what I'm saying.
So are we going to lose? Okay, are we going to pay more for goods because of tariffs, and then say, you know, because I'm all about the whole tariff idea. If all of our taxes go away,
it would go.
If this is now how we're making our, you know, we got pay extra into this. Then we better not be, you know what I mean? Because the government's getting money off the tariffs, you know, also. So it's like, are we going to lose our income? Like, is federal income tax going to go away?
Yeah, that will go away.
You know, but does it leave us in the same exact standing then?
Yeah, it will. I think,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think...
Like, is any of it worth it?
Their thought process is, if we make foreign goods so expensive... Thank you. So expensive to buy that America will choose not to buy them and then make the industry here to be cheaper. But when in reality, the reason they don't buy American steel, or they do but not as big as they want, is because it's so expensive.
Right.
Because we make really good products and you pay for it. It'd be like, I'm only going to buy Nike shoes for the rest of my life.
So do you think the era of tariffs is over? Like the age that it worked was over.
Yeah, because last time they used it in this way was
Prior to the Civil War.
Well, it was right before the Great Depression.
Well, yeah, but
that required a world war.
Civil War was the first time we had a federal tax.
Yeah, you're right on that, and I don't know. I would hope not, because a lot of people are talking like I hear them talk about Russia like they're our buddies. Like Russia's never been our buddies.
This guy put me on the new army and the military. Like,
what do you mean?
The ads on TV.
Yeah, you see,
so
I felt like when you listen to that Trump speech, you know, so we can still stay on topic and bring in what you're saying, is I felt like this Christmas there's going to be G.I. Joes on the shelf.
Okay.
You know, like it was definitely a more conservative type of speech where you're holding on to like the patriotic values and things like that. I feel like, or the people that want to hold on to that stuff, they grasp that speech, like, you know, with heavy. Because a lot of presidents are like, I'm going to do all this new stuff. Trump seems to just want to be reversing all this stuff and going back to something that worked in the past.
Patriotic nation.
You know.
Well, I think a lot of people blame colored people, homosexual people, and like, I don't know, do you call transgender people homosexual? I don't know, those people. And I think they're like, oh, and this is like an older generation that's still alive, you know what I mean? And to be frank, you go talk to any of your parents, I'm sure you bring up like gay people, like 1 in 10's okay with it, the other 9 are like, no.
They say 1 in 20.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Trump's okay with gay people.
Maybe, but he's not going to tell you.
I feel like a lot of gay people dislike Trump and fear that he doesn't like them. You know what I mean?
Also, like the YMC, the village people were the fucking act at the inauguration. What was that about?
Because remember his first thing, he got in trouble for using the YMCA shit.
And he had them on there.
They made him take it away.
Yeah, I think it was an American, very, like, did you see the military commercial since Trump?
That's what
since
I mean.
Trump
like, they're
came
super patriotic. I feel like he's trying to take America back to
a mighty,
when we were kids, like
even before, like we saw the tail end, we saw the switch, really. Like I feel like we saw a heavy switch.
It was super patriotic, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
G.I. Joes were that's why I said the G.I. Joe.
Brat, so like half my life was like, well, a quarter of my life was like fucking spent on base, but even off base, you'd always see everyone in the red, white, and blue, the flags, go American and that shit. Then go in fucking high school and the whole fucking world flips. And like everything just like went sideways. And I think he's trying to like pull us back to that.
And
because that'd make you want to be more ambitious for your own country. Not many people are ambitious for America.
But a lot of things come along with that.
Yeah, I get that.
And do you also think patriotism's like changed in that 2000 switch over?
Right,
you know?
and I feel people don't look at it as patriotism. They look at it more like as nationalism. Cause
it is nationalism.
Yeah, at the end of the day it is, but like an extreme nationalism.
But like before, everybody was proud to be American.
Yeah.
Even even an immigrant that came here, they're like, I want to be American. Like,
did you see in Canada they're booing our national anthem at their hockey games now? They used to a year ago, not even a year ago, that girl's mic cut out in the middle of singing the national anthem, and the crowd finished singing the anthem for us. Same place, literally a year later, after all this shit Trump done, they boo it. Yeah. And they don't boo us as Americans.
They boo
Trump and the people that support it.
Yeah,
they boo Trump and the people that support that.
Right.
You know what I mean? He wants us to go back to 1950s America. We weren't alive then, and people that display it make it sound great. But there's also a lot of shit that happened in the 50s. Civil rights weren't right, especially with women who were colored.
Freedom and safety.
Yeah,
well, I mean, just you had maybe more freedoms, but it was a lot less safe now, say on the civil rights, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Was it free for the white dudes that worked middle class jobs. You know what I mean?
Right.
Who liked the 50s? If you broke them apart.
I feel like there was. I feel like there was more.
Hawaii didn't mind the 50s. That's when they became a state. Like, you know what I mean? They wouldn't have become a state.
But I'm sure you'd have an equal amount of people like, oh, we should have never joined.
Oh, right. No, there's a huge shitload of people like that. Because I'm just going to argue we had electricity before the White House. So, what there, that.
You're bragging now. You just low-key bragging. That's what you're doing.
What? You didn't see people in Hawaii go to Japanese.
I'm just saying, 50s would have been cool.
California.
50s would have been cool.
It would have been cool for you guys.
Yeah, well, he's not white.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, no, he's not.
He's a greasy wop.
Well, I don't think YouTube will let me say that, but...
Damn.
You can't say that?
You're racist.
But go on.
No, I'm saying you guys probably had it easy in the 50s. If I was born in the 50s in Hawaii, I had it easy too. But if I lived stateside, that'd be a different story.
Yeah, it might have been, you know what I mean, different. And I'm sure there was times in Hawaii, like, a white dude would be like, yo, I can't go there. Natives are going to beat the fuck out of them.
Right.
It's not like that.
Dude, I've seen black Americans horrified of African Americans, like getting pulled over by an African, like you know what I mean? Like African American people.
Cops, you mean?
Yeah, like, you know, I feel like it depends where you're at, like you just said. Like, yeah, because I've seen it, you know, like you said,
I would've wanted
a Hawaiian feeling uncomfortable here, or a white person feeling uncomfortable in Hawaii. I mean, it still happens everywhere here today, you know, like my buddy was like horrified in Philadelphia to get pulled over by an African police officer because they have a lot of, like, you know.
Yeah.
Africans still speak the language, still, you know what I mean, all that.
Oh, okay.
You know, like a Jamaican, it's a different, you know.
Hey, that white body.
Yeah,
like
you're like a black American, you're not Jamaican. Like I'm a Jamaican, like I'm black, but I'm a Jamaican. You know what I mean, type of thing. And that's like that type of attitude. But I remember asking why, and he was like, "Oh, dude, I'm horrified by it. Like they hate us." Yeah. It's like
that comes,
you know,
for
not
a reason.
having
People don't. Well.
Not having
people do hate people for no reason, but
yes.
I think a lot of these Trump voters are these people, older people stepping up, and they're trying to time shift
back to their
era,
because
they think that was the best, even though their memory might be not quite as
right
or relevant to today.
Because the people 20 years above us, they wouldn't want it to go back to our era. They wanted to go back to their era. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Their prime, not our prime.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Would you guys want to go back to the 90s?
I would love to do 90s.
Right. And that's I feel like how every sector of the voters for, you know, somebody.
Trump voters are like, I would love to go back to
the 50s. Yeah.
What about the 80s?
And his ideas, like, or his speeches in camp, you know, his speech, you know, after taking presidency.
And I think that's how he talks to people.
He talks to people by trying to bring them back to what they miss the most or is most comfortable. You know what I mean? Like, everybody else is like, well, you know, a different future. They're talking about change.
Yeah, that's what progressive.
You know, progressive. Yes. And then the other side of it, you know.
So I don't want it to change.
Right.
My grandpa taught me blah, blah, blah. Right. And they don't want it to change.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's how you get all these, I think the way he delivers it is how you get all this extremism on the Trump side of
it's because he's selling people what they want to hear. He's a fucking salesperson.
Right. And he's selling them the best moment they want back.
Well.
Yeah, he's selling them the best moment they want back, you know, in their opinion.
Selling them back their own pen they signed their life away with.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. And, like, I don't know if you noticed, like, my trend on the face pages lately. I've been bitching about shit that I specifically remember and saved conversations 2 years ago that people were bitching about Biden for.
Right.
Cost of gas, cost of eggs, cost of all that. Like, personally, I don't give a fuck, dude. Like, I don't eat a lot anyway. You know what I mean? I don't spend a lot.
Well, and you've seen the things, like, even the say like Trump is getting murdered for saying something that by the left, because obviously he's right, that Clinton said, like I saw some mashup videos of them saying pretty much the same thing,
right.
Just in their own way, but the same
right.
topic or the same point of.
I'm literally fucking saying almost verbatim what the fuck these guys are bitching about, like, honest to God, Johnny.
Yeah.
I'm fucking in there and I'm like, oh, goddamn price eggs, groceries, blah, blah, blah. And they're coming out and hitting me with, like...
Oh, I see it.
You know what I mean?
I see it.
I'm like, I'm just saying what you were saying when the left was in office. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And now you're bitching about it because now you're defending the right wing. When he's probably doing the exact same thing that, that they were doing on the left. And now you can't
I think they're
identify with that. You don't see the failure of logic in your thinking here.
Yeah. Because
the president doesn't control it. Like Trump was all talking about, like, oh, I'll bring the blah blah blah, and then the moment he's elected, I'm sorry, America, you're going to be in pain. It's going to be pain to get through.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Well, I didn't even say that. he at least dressed it up a little bit.
Are you like on day 12 yet? And the egg prices haven't gone down yet?
They went up 57 cents today. I just ordered some eggs.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, $5.10.
So it took 12 days for it to go down a little bit.
Well, I think someone lied to you. Who told you that?
No, like you're like, oh, it's day 2. The egg prices are still the same.
Yeah,
no, I'm saying it's day 12 and they went down 57 cents.
No, they're up.
Oh, up 57.
They're up 57.
Oh, well, where's your post at?
Because I stopped doing it because I kept getting swarmed by right-wingers.
But what's up with the thought process that every year at this time of year, egg prices go up?
Well, you know why the egg prices are going up now, right?
Well, I don't know.
They're destroying eggs?
Well, mine's a natural thing.
Climate?
You're close.
Mine's a natural thing.
Well,
it's the winter. It's the time that a chicken molts, especially in our hemisphere of the world. You know what I mean? So right now, your layers aren't going to be either laying eggs or maybe giving you one a day, one every 2-3 days. Like, this is a time of year where if you don't have warehouses that have lights, that have all, mass-produced stuff, but like, more natural raised chickens without artificial, they're going to lay way less to almost no eggs right now. And then in the spring, they're going to start up again because they know their babies can survive. It's too cold for them now, so they're not trying to make a baby.
Now, my understanding of it is right now, currently, we've had the largest outbreak of avian flu in America that we had in a very long time. And if one chicken gets avian flu,
all of them got to go.
You got to call the whole fucking flock. So you have a flock of 1,000. That's 1,000 left. Now, every time this happens, there's 1,000 left. Now,
those flocks are larger than that.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to put it in understandable numbers.
Exactly.
So that's why the cost goes up. But remember, there were things put in place to help prevent this that are no longer there. Like the farmer regulations and shit.
What about even feed going up?
Yeah.
Materials to raise a chicken is going up.
Yeah. So... And that's the reason why it's not like, oh, our president sucks. And either count for Trump or Biden or whoever, this is what happens when this happens. And this is why I'm always like, I don't want to say I'm pro-big government, but like, remember I asked you before, do you think there's a lot of stupid people? Do you think that maybe we should watch stupid people? Now, a lot of these avian flu epidemics come from people buying different flocks and integrating them into their own.
Right.
To make their, more chickens, more eggs, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And they didn't do the
due diligence
to test their chickens to see, like, if you're having orgies and shit, and like 4 of the guys at the orgies have AIDS, you're probably not the best orgy host, swingers host.
Yeah.
Now everybody's got fucking AIDS, dude. Because you didn't take the time, like, I really like eggs, I really like orgies.
Right, and that's what...
I didn't test them all. Now we all got AIDS, we all got avian flu.
I feel like we have more stupid people now.
I think
so. There's less accountability for, you know what I mean?
Well, it goes back to the jump. No one really takes accountability for
Exactly.
Yeah, it's less accountability.
Yeah, they like to blame.
Everybody does. You know what I mean? But we're in a comfortable zone of safety that we don't have as much survival.
I know, and we need to get out.
You know,
of
like
that.
when you're in like survival mode, whether it be Great Depression era, whether it be World War II era, you know, that's a survival mode for a people. You know what I mean? When like you know, I just saw this thing like on 9/12, everybody was American, whether it didn't matter your religion, race, color, belief, anything. Everybody was American. You know what I mean? Like it didn't matter. We were all like oh my God, we're getting whoever got us. You know what I mean? And everybody was like that.
I think I was, because I was protesting bombing in front of the.
But that was after we started bombing. But on 9/12,
I know.
So everybody sat there and watched fucking just people die, you know, in front of them, and they related to them because it was somewhere they like we don't know.
They weren't military.
Like me and you don't know what's like going on. Like we can guess what's going on in the average American home, but we can't guess what's going on in the average Syrian home because like, you know, we're not them, and we don't know their culture. We don't live there. We haven't had another experience. So it's like how am I putting this? It's like worse. I don't know how to say it now. I was going somewhere. Sorry.
You're not going there now.
It's that brain shit, dude.
It's not down like the price of the economy.
It's the brain shit. But no, so we were all though like American people, you know, that day. And we didn't think about that. But then when we started bombing the Middle East, trying to catch whoever did it to us, that's when we started, you know, finding the protest bombs, like all that kind of shit. You know what I mean? There was a big split there. You know, some people went so gun-ho patriotic, they joined the military, whatever. You know, a lot of friends, yeah, I almost did, you know. Yep. So it's like, but then we also had the flip side of don't drop bombs. You know what I mean? Like we were pissed once it started. Like we wanted to get it started. On 9/12, everybody was just like, oh my God, who did this to us? We're finding them. Everybody was like waiting to find out who did this.
You ever think
know?
And I was the person our government did this. I was.
Oh, you were like inside job thing? Or
yeah.
Well, I was definitely immediately. The videos were different. I remember that. Like what I watched in school.
It's also reading
live.
A lot of super left radical books at the time.
Well, that's a whole different topic we can go into at another time. Yeah. But I know one thing that has always been true to America is war is great for us.
Mm-hmm. It is great. That's why I was asking like 20 minutes ago, do you think we're on the precipice of another fucking war?
Do you think Trump is trying to instigate one? Because he's tariffing Mexico and Canada. It's two of our closest allies.
I heard we're gonna absorb them.
I feel like they're not. He's not.
I think
neither of them are going to be able to do it. Like, how do you start a war with America? Like, I could see, like, we could start a war.
We'll do Operation Northwood kind of shit.
I feel like something's going to pop off and it's going to test him to see what he fucking does.
Very true.
Well, what was it I just saw? They lowered, or they temporarily took the tariffs away from Mexico because Mexico agreed.
They gave him one more day.
A month.
Oh, a month.
A month now because they're seeing if they're going to come through with the Mexican president said they'll send 10,000. I think it's 10,000. Might be 100. I think it's 10,000 troops to the border, Mexican troops. Good. Sole job is to be stopping people, especially for, you know, trying to catch fentanyl, all that kind of stuff from coming over. And so they agreed to do this, and then they paused the tariffs.
The problem, dude.
Well, I'm just saying they're saying that is what the 10,000 Mexican soldiers
need something to grasp at the heartstrings of addicted America
and addicted Mexico. For Mexicans to be like, oh, we're gonna send 10,000 of our troops up to worry about a border. Like, that's not our country. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I was Mexican, I'd be like, why are you sending 10,000 troops like up to there? Like, they're not coming here. We're going there. You know what I mean? Or whoever's going there. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, even to the Mexican people, the fentanyl you know, on the paperwork of, you know,
I
there's.
think Reagan's war on drugs was one of the stupidest things in the world.
Absolutely.
I think Amsterdam had to figure it out. They were like, if you want to do it, dude, do it. Like,
Well,
I'm
I mean,
not gonna help
when you make
do it.
anything illegal,
Yeah.
especially something somebody wants, you
Yeah.
make it illegal, and all of a sudden it's a money. It
Its
creates
value goes
its
up.
value. So then that creates power, because if you are able to navigate and get away with whatever is illegal, like bringing it to its, you know, its users, freaking, then that all of a sudden creates heavy power. You know what I mean? Then you have a cartel, or then you
Yes.
have a, you know,
And
a
then-
Pablo, or, you know,
Yeah, you have Pablo Escobar, you
a
have
mafia, you know, all those things. When you make something illegal, now all of a sudden someone's not going to care that it's illegal, because a lot of people
lot of people don't care.
a lot of people wouldn't give a shit if it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like so many people will be like, oh, I don't care if marijuana is legal or illegal.
Exactly.
Like, I don't give a shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
I like
But
it, I'm gonna do
if you
it.
make it illegal, and then freaking we all decide to set up a freaking, you know, cross-terrain country distribution system, now all of a sudden we're powerful people. You know what I mean? Money-wise, you know what I mean? Or influence in politics,
Well,
or,
that
you
is-
know, all of
is
that.
the influence.
Yeah.
Money is the influence.
Yeah. So we do well on all sorts of wars.
So drug
and all
lords
sorts of.
would be theoretically in charge of everything if you think about it.
Yeah.
About or the like
They're
the
the
legally rich and the people that have a lot of money that you don't even know about.
they're the politicians of the black market world.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
Panama Wars, weren't they over drugs?
I'm not familiar
Like
with
the
Panama.
Contra and like all of them and the cartels.
I don't remember Panama Wars at all. What
Mm-hmm.
is that?
The Panama Wars, I'm pretty sure, is all about drugs and shit. I feel like that's what he's trying to do with Mexican cartels.
Well, it would be interesting to see how he fares trying to wipe out cartels in another nation. I don't know how you're. That would drive the price of drugs up, and
unless you're wiping out all their cells here
yeah,
on the homeland, because
that
there
would
is a
be-
lot of cartel cells here.
Yeah, and that would make whoever remains at the end, they would just step over and be like, "Yeah, I'm the new shit now."
Well, yeah, they'd have to recreating a
They'd
new
be like,
line.
"Well,
It's always gonna it's gonna be there.
Yeah, you can't eliminate shit. Like I don't understand how they even think they're gonna eliminate anything. They're
I
not.
don't know, people think they can eliminate America, so they're always going to try to eliminate something.
Well, it's very true. It's very scary.
That is scary.
I think we're way beyond democracy now. I think we are now. The whole democracy thing is to make you feel that you have some charge in your life. You know what I mean? But in reality, you don't. It's just the rich calling the shots to make themselves richer.
Yeah. It is.